A pig, not an everyday sight in Berlin's government district. Not surprisingly, this visitor attracted a fair deal of media attention. Pigs, after all, are at the center of the latest food safety scandal in Germany.
Substances intended to be used for making lubricants made their way into the food production chain. That's a real scandal. Dioxin doesn't belong in animal feed and certainly not in food for human consumption.
Agriculture Minister Ilse Aigner was quick to recognize the problem, but it took her 2 weeks to take decisive action. This producer of animal feed added industrial fats to its fodder, which is illegal, and then falsified its laboratory samples. The result? Animal feed contaminated with dioxin entered the food production chain. First, it came out that eggs exceeding the permitted levels of dioxin had been sold, then chicken, and most recently, pork. These days, most agriculture is industrialized. The goal is to work as cost-efficiently as possible. Opposition parties say government policy bolsters industrialized farming.
Feed producers are also under pressure. The current policies increase the risk of contamination in animal feed. So the policies you support increase the likelihood of food scandals.
Farm operations are highly specialized. Farmers who breed pigs usually don't grow their own feed. Instead, they rely on dealers to buy animal feed, which is made up of any number of combined substances.
It's particularly the industrialization of raising animals that increases the risks. A single feed manufacturer was able to contaminate thousands of farms in Germany. We need to return to an agricultural system in which farmers largely grow their own feed.
And that's precisely what organic farmers do, which is why many consumers are buying organic for the time being. They're hoping the organic produce is free of contaminants, but it's usually considerably more expensive.
Quality isn't free. Consumers have to realize that. They're getting that message, but it has nothing to do with the question of safety. All food has to be safe. Cheap food has to be safe too. And it's the government's job to ensure that.
But one problem for Berlin is that the inspection of animal feed makers is the responsibility of state governments. The federal agriculture minister in Berlin has little authority over their operations. But under the action plan put forward by Aigner, in the future the federal government can monitor inspections.
The lesson is we have to work together and act fast. What happened here appears to have been a criminal act. Such things have to be uncovered more quickly, and we have set up the right system to do that.
The minister's 10-point plan received strong support within the governing coalition parties. Under her proposals, feed makers would have to apply for a license, inspections would be made tougher, and consumers better informed. The ideas are hardly new.
Proposals are watered down until the media spotlight is turned away and then buried under pressure from lobbyists. That can't happen again this time. Otherwise, consumers will lose all trust. They're tired of these scandals.
Organic pork farmer Rudolf Bühler says it would be easy to rid farming of many risks.
We need to adopt a completely different policy. We have to support ecological and sustainable and regional models of farming as the way forward in the future. That's the only way we'll solve the problem.
And it'll be up to politicians to get more farmers to raise their animals the way Rudolf Bühler does.